I'm Peter Sunde from Pirate Bay and Flattr. I was talking about the latest year with Flattr. It's about a year old now, and we presented in last year at Republica, and it became really big. So I was going over the things that we've done since then, and also the things we have planned for the future. It's a system where you put money in once a month or for many months in advance, and then you find things on the internet you like. You click a small button next to them, and in the end of the month we calculate how many things you clicked and divide your money equally amongst them. So it's a way to give money to people that create things without having like a mental transaction cost or evaluating different prices for different things. It's very simple. Well, you can pay between 2 to 100 euros per month, and most people don't want to pay more than that, but it's very much a lot of people are paying more the more they use the system. So we see that people that are starting to use Flattr, they start at 2 and then they go to 4 or 5 and then they go up, which is really good. It's been a lot of blogs, political stuff, and then it's going more into open source, which has been a really good thing for Flattr as well. And I think it will be more video and image content in the future as well. I think you will always have to do promotion for things, but people are really starting to use Flattr more and more, that we can see. And there's about 100,000 users on it now, so it's quite a good year. But we still want to be at least 10 times more at the end of this year. I think it's being more focused on politics. Might have been that the past 2 years has been more about politics in the whole world, because technology and politics is mixing more and more. It's becoming the same. So people interested in politics are using technology, and technology is making people aware of politics. So it's becoming more or less the same, which is really goodly. Yeah, you see it mirrored here at Republica, which is really interesting, and I think it opens eyes for a lot of people, which is good. But that's basically the big change I see. Less about technology and more about what the technology can be used for. I think the whole thing of independent journalism is really what blogging is about when it comes to like discussing stuff and debating political stuff. So I think bloggers will become very mainstream in the future. Already a lot of bloggers are very established, and in Scandinavia you see that a lot of the top bloggers go into writing more for newspapers and recruit that way, and a lot of them actually leave the newspapers to start their own blogging instead. And I think that will be traditional media in the future. Well, in Germany it's much bigger, much bigger. Obviously it's a much bigger country than all Scandinavian countries combined. And then I think it's more open, I would say, because there's a lot of attention for people, but it allows more people to freely say what they want. In Sweden especially, you will have to be a bit more careful about what you say, because there's not that many people that you might step on people's toes and so on. I think there's enough space for everyone in Germany. Well, I think that when it comes to all of these crowdfunding issues, it's not a solution that works for everyone, for every single instance or every single case. It will always be that some things can be funded and some can't be funded. Some things should not be funded. I think a lot of these Hollywood productions, for instance, are making more money from popcorn and soda and selling toys than they make from the actual movie sales. And we shouldn't really crowdfund that. They can manage themselves. But when it comes to smaller productions, we can definitely crowdfund that. There's one of the biggest successes in Scandinavian film or in Nordic film is Spreeblick, which is a Creative Commons licensed movie that is the most exported Finnish movie ever. And I think they made it for like 100,000 euros all in all and got more in donations back to it. So it's very hard to say that crowdfunding or crowdsourcing at all is the solution for anything. It's a mean to a solution, but there's not going to be one solution for everything. Yeah, thank you.